Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Tina and it is a beautiful day to be creating with you. I had an emergency call, so I guess I should preface this by saying this is the Saturday before Father's Day, and by that I mean Father's Day is tomorrow, and I was tasked with fastest Father's Day cards ever. So I said, okay, I went to my Cricut, I grabbed an image, I welded some stuff together, made a custom card base, did a little contouring, and here we go. Okay, so in the design space file, which I will link below, you will have the card base, all right, the liner, and I just went ahead and stamped it while I was cutting my other images out. So this is going to cut out first, at least when I go ahead and hit make it. The white base comes out first, so while you're loading everything else in, go ahead and get that stamped. I grabbed a Father's Day stamp from my stash. It says, okay, I admit it, you're pretty cool, Dad. All right, and then excuse me, you can cut out your other pieces. Now, this was fastest Father's Day card, like 5-minute Father's Day card. You will be able to do this lickety split, but it means we have to sacrifice a little bit of the bells and whistles, so to speak, if we're going to make these super, super, super fast. All right, we're going to go ahead and attach. I cut this out of the stripe paper from Hey Handsome, which I love. Love, love, love the stripe paper from Hey Handsome. This was my favorite. And I have a pocket here. We're going to put that on some foam tape. Okay, I actually will just get a little foam dot. We don't need much for that, just to give that a little bit of dimension, but we'll put that on in a minute. I have a couple more of these ready to go. I just added this. Now, this is my one thing. I want to do the little sleeve edges as well to match. And instead of making a custom image, I thought, what's going to be the fastest way to do that? And of course, 1/4 inch strip of paper. So slice that off and you will be good to go. Make sure I get that really nice on the edge. Okay. There we go. I just work better towards me. All right, we'll line this one up here. I'm just going to let that sit and dry for a moment. I do like the liquid adhesive because I can slide that into place if I'm a little off, but you can also just trim it. Okay, now this is obviously going to go right here on the front of your card base. I think I would like the bottom to show just a little bit, so I'm going to trim a little bit off while that is drying. Less is more in this case. You can cut more off, but you cannot put it to back. I like that. Okay, I like that just a little bit better. All right, I'm going to go just flip this over where we put those 1/4 inches. And I did Harbor for that, by the way. Harbor is such a beautiful color. All right, here we go. All right, so now we want to do some bling for buttons. I have my Hey Handsome, and I'll tell you right now, I was not willing to give this up for a card because I'm planning on using it on my Father's Day. Jacob and George have gone out for Father's Day, so I'm planning on using it on some of those. But it does have buttons and all in here, but proportion-wise, I thought that they were just a little too big, but I thought the tie was nice. So if you do not have the tie for this that I'm going to put on it, it's okay. Just do more of the bling. Now, depending on what your card is, you're going to want to do your matching bling. So what I'm going to do is focus on that mink. I grabbed my brown gray. And let's just see what size we think. I don't want them to be invisible. I'm only going to need one. It looks like the medium covers up the entire strip. I don't want to hide them, so I'm going to go ahead, but you could also use the small. I'm going to try to color these just a little bit. I find whenever you color the enamel dots that allowing them to dry in between does help as I load up multiple layers. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so let's go ahead and attach this. This is just going to fit right on top of your base. All right. It actually is getting a little darker, but not as dark as I want it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and attach. I'm only going to need one at the bottom. I'm going to attach the acrylic, and these shapes are so good. Our acrylic is just, and I mean, just all the stuff that they're cutting at close to my heart is just so amazing. I love it all. But we're going to go ahead and add the little tie. Okay, and it's not buttoned all the way up. I'm going to slide that up just a little bit and see I have room for one. Oh, I'm looking at that now. Hold on. And now I feel like I want the smaller one, but we'll go with it because I'm almost done. Okay, I'm going to grab the shades instead. This is just darker. You know, I am doing on top of that white. These are alcohol, just until I get the color that I want. Obviously, it's getting a little darker. See that? Okay. I'm going a little darker around the edge. Fanning it dry because we're so ready, right? You could do all these steps pretty quickly, but also a few of the steps that we did could be done while you're cutting the rest of your pieces out from the file. Okay, we're gonna add that little pocket. And there we go. So we have some added dimension. And our button. There we go. Now you could just do, like I said, do the buttons. I would give it another minute to dry and just do the buttons. But there you go. You have an easy peasy, super quick Father's Day. Also, another thing you could do is cut two of the liners out and put one at the top and one at the bottom. It would also, you know, thicken up your card though, so keep that in mind. But there you go. I hope I was able to put something together for you super quick. And I don't even think you need this if you have the tie. I don't know. I'm thinking the smaller one. I would probably like the smaller ones proportion-wise better. You can tell that this was the first time I made it. Let's go ahead and say, I think I can pick that off right now. Let's just say. There we go. But don't waste it, whatever you do. Okay, I have the shades. I'm going to color the little one instead. We want our card to look good. Okay. Okay, so you'll be able to go in and grab the Design Space file. I believe that I just used the one image in this, and I just used it repeatedly to create it. I wanted, you know, I trimmed that little bit off the bottom. I like sometimes to see. I knew that I was going to have some peekaboo on this, so why not accentuate that? There we go. Okay, proportion-wise, button better. Okay, so now you'll be able to just grab the file and go in. Don't forget to save the file. Don't just make it. Save the file so that you can make these again and again. And remember to pick which shirt you would like, because that Hawaiian shirt is in there as well. I hope I was able to give you guys a super quick Father's Day card, and you guys can just grab out of your stash any paper that you would like. We have so many plaids and striped papers that are just gorgeous. I know that there's a beautiful sapphire plaid in the Hello Darling. So if you're crafting with that, that would be super cute as well. All right, guys, if you found this video useful and the file to be a benefit to you, please hit that like button. Leave me a comment if you like, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.